are encouraged to report erratic driving to the police. That's AAIM, the Alliance Against Intoxicated Motorists. For more information, visit www.aim1.org.
All right. We'll be back after these words. This week on Chicago's Best, good food, good beer, and of course, lots of cheer. It's an all-new Chicago's Best brew pubs, Sunday night at 10 on WGN TV. All right, Lisa, we are listening to an hour-long Lux Radio Theater. This has the original film cast. Now, oftentimes on Lux, they would have the original film stars. But how lucky were the people back in 1948 to have all three of the original film stars? That was pretty rare. So you had Fred McMurray, Frank Sinatra, and Valley. They were in the movie, and they also were available for the radio broadcast. So let's go back to May 31st, 1948, for the conclusion now to Miracle of the Bells on the Lux Radio Theater.
But that's the way it did end, Father Paul. The picture shelved, Olga's talent and beauty stuck away in a vault, buried like we're going to bury her. Those bells, Father. Church bells?
Yes, they ring every day at noon all over the world. The Angelus.
I guess I never listened. Bells? I knew there was something I'd forgotten. Olga wanted your bells rung at her funeral. I almost forgot her last request.
I'll tell the sexton.
Father, how many churches are there in Coal Town?
Why, we have 5 churches.
Do they all have bells?
Well, yes, fine bells. Mr. Dunnigan, you're not thinking
I'm thinking of a lot of things. 5 churches. Okay, I want all the bells to start ringing at 8 o'clock tonight and keep on ringing for 3 days. 3 days and 3 nights.
But why?
A brain cell moved, finally. I've been letting Olga down. I've been sitting around moaning like a beggar on a rainy day.
Mr. Dunnigan, it's going to cost money, a lot of money.
Oh, that'll be taken care of, Father.
But you told me that you
Look, Father, you've heard of St. Michael, haven't you? He was a scrapper, wasn't he?
Oh, indeed he was. He was the first warrior of heaven.
Well, then what are we worried about? He's on our side, isn't he? Come on, Father, let's get back to town.
You want this telegram to go to Hollywood, huh?
Yeah.
Let's see if I can read it.
Look, just get it off, will you, please?
Mister, if I can't read it, I can't send it. Marcus Harris, Excelsior Studios have terrific stunt to save Joan of Arc. Wire $10,000 immediately, Miners Bank and Trust Company. That's just a block down the street.
Yes, I know where it is. Just go on, all right?
Oh, you know. Must have it by noon. It will pay back $10 million gross for picture. Dunnigan in great form.
That's Dunnigan.
Oh, Dunnigan. Dunnigan in great form. Dunnigan is still world's greatest press agent. Regards, Dunnigan. Who's Dunnigan?
I am.
You don't say.
Here's $5. Now keep the change.
Oh, thanks.
And phone me at this number in Coal Town as soon as the answer comes through.
$10,000. I'll sure like to see that return message.
Yes, and so will I. But just the two of us, do you understand? That's why I didn't phone it in from Coal Town. There you...
Say, what's that? Them bells. Church bells. Sounds like they're coming from Coal Town.
Yeah, right on the dot, 8 o'clock.
Huh?
Sound beautiful, don't they?
Sounds like all the churches in Coal Town. Something must have happened.
That's right, partner. Something must have happened. I'm sorry I was so long getting back to the hotel, but I've been over at Nanticoke.
I'm Todd Jones, Associated Press.
Oh, yeah.
Tanner, Nanticoke Journal.
And I'm Briggs, Wilkes-Barre's son. Now, would you mind telling us what this is all about? These bells?
Yeah, this whole town is standing on its ear, and nobody seems to know why they're ringing.
Well, I'm a little surprised, gentlemen. I didn't think anyone outside of Coal Town would be interested.
This Olga Treskovna, who is she?
She's an actress. A great actress, gentlemen. She died 10 days ago in Hollywood.
Well, Hollywood star, huh? What pictures?
Well, as a matter of fact, she just finished Joan of Arc.
Hey, wait a minute. I thought I recognized you. You're Bill Dunnigan, aren't you?
That's right.
Bill Dunnigan, super-duper press agent. Bells, huh? This isn't a news story. It's a publicity stunt.
Now, wait a minute.
Did Marcus Harris ever hear of paid advertising?
Okay, boys. I'll admit I was trying to pull a fast one, but not for the reasons you're thinking. Hey, Al, how about a bottle of scotch and some glasses?
Sure, right away, Mr. Dunnigan.
Everything I've told you is true, as far as it went. How about listening to the whole story? At least until the bottle runs out.
The AP doesn't print publicity stories, Dunnigan.
What I want to know is who's paying for 3 days and nights of bell ringing?
I am, with the aid of 4 bad checks which I have sinfully given the trusting clergy of Coaltown, including Father Spinsky of St. Leo's. I've wired Marcus Harris for $10,000. If he sends it, fine. If he doesn't, our next session will be in the Coaltown jail.
Oh, why wouldn't he send it? A gag like this?
Because when Olga died, Harris decided not to release the picture. I'm doing all this on my own. I figured that ringing the bells would be news. That with any luck, it'd cause so much talk that Harris would have to release the picture.
And what's your interest in the picture, Dunnigan?
Mine? I knew Olga. I don't want to see her talent buried. She died for it. Do you want to hear why she felt it was worth dying for?
Go ahead. I can't get a train for an hour.
Well, the day she finished the picture, Olga collapsed. The next morning at daybreak, the hospital sent for me.
Hello, Bill.
Hello, baby.
Bill, will you promise me something?
Sure, anything.
I want to be buried in Coaltown from St. Michael's Church.
Olga, please don't talk like that.
And I want them to ring the bell for me. They didn't ring it for my father. Don't forget, St. Michael's. Bill, the picture, is it really good?
It's wonderful. You're great in it, Olga.
I hope it's true. Because I didn't play Joan alone. A lot of people played her. People you've never seen or heard. My father and all the other poor, sad people of Coaltown.
You'd better not talk, baby.
But I want you to know and remember why I did it. Why I kept on till this happened. It's because all those poor people, the people I came from, have hopes and dreams that never get a chance. They just work and die, and all the nice things inside of them never come out. And Bill, I came out of them. When they hear me, they'll know it's their own heart speaking. And when they see my name shining in all the theaters, it'll be something of their shining. Oh, Bill, I'm so happy. I did my job.
Olga.
Chicago Times by Associated Press. Dead movie star honored by unique ceremony in Pennsylvania town.
Wilkes-Barre's son. Bells ring tribute to Pennsylvania movie star.
Bells. Dying wish of Hollywood star fulfilled.
Do you like them, Olga? They're ringing your name, baby. Throughout the town, throughout the state, throughout the nation. Hello?
This is the desk clerk, Mr. Dunnigan. Father Spinsky is here in the lobby, sir.
Father Spinsky, eh? Has the telegraph office called me yet?
No, sir, not yet.
Not yet. Okay, tell him I'll be right down.
And I don't think you realize, Mr. Dunnigan, what a stir all this has created.
Oh, I think I have an idea, Father Spinsky.
Why, they tell me the entire nation has heard about the bells, the newspapers, radio. Anyway, as far as Coaltown is concerned, it seems everyone wants to attend services for Miss Truskovna.
That's fine, Father.
And it's obvious St. Michael's Church couldn't possibly accommodate them all.
Bill.
Oh, good morning, Father Paul.
Bill, the most unusual thing has happened. I mean, just a little while ago, over 100 people. They came to view the coffin, and they stayed for Mass. All of them in my church.
Exactly, Father Paul. I was just telling Mr. Dunnigan, your little church will be greatly overtaxed. Why, the sightseers are flooding the town already. Mr. Dunnigan, I'm sure you'll agree it would be far wiser to move Olga Traskovna to St. Leo's Church and let us conduct the service.
Perhaps it would be better, Bill.
No, Father Paul. Olga's going to be buried from St. Michael's.
I had hoped not to be forced into this position, Mr. Dunnigan. I came here to be of service, however. At Mr. Orloff's suggestion, I wired your bank regarding the check you gave me for ringing the bells of St. Leo's. Oh. They tell me the check is worthless.
Well, if you'll just give me a little time, it'll be covered, Father.
I shall phone your bank at noon. If the money is not in your account, our bells will stop ringing.
and I shall inform my fellow pastors of your swindle. Good day, Mr. Dunnigan.
Till noon, he said. 3 hours.
You know, Bill, St. Leo's is a very fine church, and Father Spinsky is really a very good man.
You mean run out in St. Michael's? No, Father. Father, how much is the fare to Nanticoke?
Why, it's 10 cents.
Well, a dollar ought to cover it then, huh?
But I don't understand, Bill.
Look, Father, don't make it too difficult, will you? I'm putting the bite on you for $1.
Oh, of course. Here.
Thanks.
Oh, will that be enough?
Well, not quite. I need about 4,000 more, but I may be able to pick it up in Nanticoke. I'll see you later.
She's coming in now, Mr. Dunnigan. Yep. It's from Hollywood,
well,
all
what
right.
does it say? What does it say?
Have sent $5,000 as requested. Cut you down, didn't they?
I expected it. What else does it say?
Money is settlement in full for your unexpired contract. Never mind about saving picture. My decision still stands, signed Harris.
Oh, thanks. Oh, if there should be any other wires, you can phone me at the Coal Town Hotel.
Yes, sir. Going there now, are you?
Yeah, right from the bank. I've got a little session coming up with some newspaper reporters.
That's okay. So Harris came through with the money, huh?
Yeah, but he's still not sold on releasing the picture. I need something big, boys. I've got to get him boiling over. If we could only get some new angle to hand your papers.
Well, the bells are still ringing.
Yeah, but that's no longer news breaks. We've got to cook up some fresh headlines.
Boys, you can all calm down. The party's over.
What's the matter, Tanner?
I've just seen Watson.
Who's Watson?
President of the coal mines, that's all. Biggest man in town and the maddest. The miners aren't working. They're all steamed up over the bells.
Well, Watson can't stop the bells, can he?
No, I think he can, Bill.
Well, there must be somebody more important than Watson.
Well, the governor, maybe. And there's always the president.
The governor, that's it. Any of you boys know him?
Well, I don't know the governor, Dunnigan, but I know his secretary. It's my wife's cousin.
Grab a phone and put a call in for him. If the governor should issue a proclamation, even Watson would have to shut up.
I thought you'd like to see the newspapers, Mr. Harris. Take a look at this. Headlines, too.
Pennsylvania governor issues proclamation. All denominations to observe Starr's funeral.
Now, here's the Globe. Nationwide mourning accorded Olga. And you know what the Journal says?
Never mind. I've never seen a campaign like this in all my born days. Too bad it's all for nothing.
For nothing?
I just this minute hung up the phone. Genevieve James is available. She wants to do Joan of Arc.
Well, that is news, isn't it?
You know, Dolan, I was almost hoping we could go ahead as Dunnigan wanted. But naturally, this changes everything. We'll remake the picture with Genevieve James. I'll get a telegram off to Dunnigan right away.
And what's that telegram, Bill? From Hollywood, isn't it?
Yeah, it's from Hollywood.
Marcus Harris?
No, it's another studio. They want to hire me. They think I'm pretty good.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to get some sleep. Coming up?
No, I think I'll go for a walk. Good night, boys. And thanks for a swell fight.
Good night. Anytime.
Well, baby, the bells are still ringing. And your star up there is still shining. But I didn't do so good, baby. They're going to remake the picture. So you can quit shining. It's no dice. I've let you down. Way down.
We pause now for station identification. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
Our guest tonight, Paramount starlet Jean Ruth, is just 20 years old and already an accomplished actress and dancer. I understand, Jean, you've spent almost as many years in the theater as you have birthdays.
Yes, Mr. Keeley. Both of my parents have been in show business nearly all their lives, so I was literally raised in the theater.
And now you're well on your way to a movie career. Does the picture business come up to your expectations?
It's even more fascinating than I'd hoped for. Take last Wednesday night's premiere of The Emperor Waltz. It was such fun seeing all those famous stars. And the picture. I got a special thrill out of that because I saw so much of the actual filming.
And besides, Bing Crosby has one of his most romantic roles in The Emperor Waltz.
Wasn't he terrific? I loved those scenes where he sang to Joan Fontaine.
Well, evidently Joan loved them too, because every time Bing sang to her, she literally wilted into his arms.
I saw you, Mr. Kennedy, at the premiere. You were applauding like